Hey everybody, Rasanti here. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a YouTuber, so this isn't gonna be high quality. However, the content, at least what we're gonna go over today, is gonna be a really good technique. If I screw up talking, whatever, who cares? It's raining, you're gonna hear some rain. We're in my garage, there's gonna be bugs flying around, and I'm using my phone, so bear with me. But what I really did want to go over is the technique I found when you bend some pins on your CPU. You know, it can be very frustrating. So, happened to me, not this time. So, that's why we can go over it. But I went through the emotional state that you guys are probably going over if you're watching this because you bent your pins. But I found a really good technique. A buddy of mine sent it to me when I was like in anger and rage, and it wasn't a YouTube video, so it was like, I believe it was a Reddit. If I can find it again, this was like a year ago, so if I find it, I'll try to put it in the links or comments, whatever. But I wanted to make a video just because it's good information to have. So we're gonna go over, buddy of mine bent a couple pins on his processor, and he was going to upgrade anyway, so he bought his own a better processor. So we're going to try to fix his old one just to see if we can. Now, luckily, he only bent like 3, maybe 5 pins, but some of them were on the outside or the inside. But so they're going to be kind of difficult. Some are kind of really bent. We're going to see what we can do. Before we get to that, we're going to go over my short story. I dropped processor. That's why it didn't work out for me. I bent hundreds and hundreds of pins. I read the forum, found the best way, and I straightened them all out. Every single one of them. And it looked really good. And it would seat, but it still didn't work. Wouldn't post because I dropped it. I dropped it off this table that we're working on today and it hit concrete. So it was damage to the actual CPU. But let's see if we can straighten some of these pins out. All right, had to flip the camera around. Now, we're here looking at what we're gonna need, what we're gonna be working with. Got a processor here, let's look at it. Sure enough, let's see if we can zoom in on there. There's some bent pins. Now, if you can see, if I can grab it, some of them are laying over pretty hard. So my technique, you're gonna need a couple tools, but the best one will probably all most of you need. Now, let's go over the tools you need. This is what I read in the article. Is 100% correct. First and foremost, if you're of age, you need alcohol. What I did was grab my keys, go to the beer distributor, get alcohol. Now, if you're underage, just walk outside, scream, cuss a lot, break some sticks. Second thing I found is a very nice pick. Now, I have a lot of tools. This is one of them. I love these picks. They're very great. If you don't have this, you could probably work maybe with one of these or one of these. And I grabbed these just because we might need them to help bend some of these pins on the outside here. Let's get to one of these for show. Like right here, we're probably going to use one of those flat pieces and the other tool I'm about to show you to kind of maybe straighten them out a good bit just so we can do the final tool. Now, I like this thermal paste. Cryonaut is awesome for 2 reasons. Thermal paste is amazing. Second reason, this is the final tool you need. This spreader is actually also very good for sticking in between and straightening out the pins. And we'll go over this. You can watch me. But most important, grab one of those. It will help you. It helped me straighten out hundreds of pins. So I'm gonna get this handy dandy stand here and see if we can get you zoomed in to what I'm working on. Another thing, gonna make fun of me, but sometimes I grow my nails out. They work on a lot of things that I work on. Cars, automotive, electronics. And I might even hold projects off just waiting to grow my nails out just for this. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna try to use some of the tools that we have. So let's see if I can zoom you in here. There we go. And let's see here. Try not to. Now you want to be very gentle. We're working on with very delicate stuff. So no force, like, I mean very light force. I'm gonna do a little maybe pulling, trying to get this pick here underneath and just pull up very so gently. If you need too much force, then try to find something different angle. But let's see. Okay, we're working. Maybe a little twist. I'm just rotating with my hand to twist a little bit. Got this other one. Do the same thing. Go around the base. Kind of twist, pull up. And the idea here is just to get them not so crooked. Excuse me. So we can fit something like this, very thin, maybe. I don't know if you saw that, but I was able to kind of get that in there and bent it almost pretty close. So let's do the same thing with that other one that was pretty far off. That one's still pretty tight, so let's go back to the pick. Try to put my fingers on the edge here. All right, I think we did it there. Second row. All right, so we're looking pretty good here. Oh, wow. Maybe this one. All right, for our final tool here, we're going to use the thermal paste spreader. What we're going to do just to start off is stick it in like that. Let me zoom out just a tad so you can kind of see. We're going to do that for all the rows. And like I said, just be gentle. You'll find with some of the rows it's going to be nice and easy because they're not bent. And I'll just work our way down. And then we're going to go this way. Same thing. Let's get the shadow out of the way for you. Just kind of lightly find a stubborn one. You're going to find that pin that's giving you troubles. I believe it's right here. And what you can do is also kind of slide, well, giving you guys a bad view, sorry about that. I'm going to try to, what I'm talking about is putting it in like this, rotating it down, and you can start sliding it, but be very gentle. Pulling it, yeah, I guess that's probably a better way. Bear with me, it has been a year since I've done this. If you need to, it's being too stubborn, go back to the pick, go back to one of your other tools, whatever it was, a very thin credit card or something like that. This seems to be thin enough. There we go. Just gonna slowly do this, softly. Now, I'm not sponsored by literally anybody, but I really have to thank the guys from Cryonaut, because this is perfect. And I also really like their thermal paste. Now what I'm going to do here, there's one on this inside. Let's see if I can get you guys to zoom in on it. Right there. It's not quite long enough to go across. I'll try and maybe use the old thumbnail. So I guess the idea, if I push it inwards, then I can work it back out. Excuse me. Now something I learned today, actually, gold doesn't have any memory. So it's not like it's gonna bend back. Now I don't know if there's anything like steel in there, but gold doesn't. So you shouldn't have to worry about things bending back to where they were. But you gotta watch that you don't make it too brittle. So you break a pin and you're pretty much screwed. Twist this again. All right, I'm gonna use this as a guide. I wonder if I can get a better view for you guys. So we're looking pretty good here. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's see if we can. I'm even having a hard time trouble finding which ones were actually bent. So another thing I've done, we're gonna do this once they're all kind of open, none of them are too bent, and they're just do light slides. See if I can pull them back. Kind of just putting that pressure on the tip. Light pressure. Just go down every row. Because you never know, some of these thermal paste spreaders might be thicker than others, so you might not be able to go all the way down. I'm sure you could probably. I found is Cryonaut. It's perfect for this. You see it's getting less resistance. Now, it's hard to do this with the video, so I'm missing some rows, so I'm just going back and forth and just trying to make sure I'm getting them. But if I wasn't doing the video, or when I did mine, I had hundreds of them. You know, it was easy to go down every single row, make sure I was going back and forth between every single one. But now, the article I read, this guy is great. He went over tons of ways that he did, you know, ways that he's found best. I got to give this guy props. If I can find his article, I can. I'll definitely link it. But what he goes over, cases like mine. I dropped mine maybe about a foot onto the table and then 3 feet onto a concrete slab. Looks like some of these on the outside are kind of bent, so we're just going to go over all of them. Let's just, you know, just make sure all these are good. But while I do this, I'll continue on my story. He goes over how, you know, if you bent like 5, 10 pins like we did here on this processor, there's a relatively good chance we might be able to fix it by doing stuff like this. Now, if you drop it, another story like my case, or if you have tons of pins that are just laid over or completely bent, or hundreds of them, your chances are really slim. If you have any broken ones, you're pretty much just done for. I mean, if you think you could solder it back on, but I don't think I could. Let's see here. Get some of these ends. But there we go. Yeah, these corner ones are straightening them out. Just take your time, go easy, go over as much as you can. You never know, like I found one right there in this corner right here. And some of them might not have been just that bad, it's just, why not? Let's get them back in line. Here are these ends again. Oh yeah, yep. There's another one. Just want to keep going back and forth this way, and then switch it. Go back this way. Again, sorry, not a professional YouTuber here. So, but results and information, look at that. Look at that. Can you guys tell which ones were bent? I can't. I don't even remember. No idea. This is what I'm all about. Just found a good trick. Haven't seen it on YouTube yet. It might be out there, I don't know. I haven't seen it. Like I said, it was a year ago, so who knows? Maybe somebody came up with a video, but all right. Let's see if it works. Let's grab our processor here. Yeah, okay, we don't got a fit, so let me get the camera here. Another thing, you just definitely be delicate. You don't want to force things, make anything worse. But what I like is a nice clean. Looks like this corner here. So let's take it back out. That was this corner. Somewhere over here. So I'm just trying to focus on clearing out this corner so I can move on to testing. Let's give that a try. Guys over here. Huh. That seems like the arrow corner doesn't want to go in. I think it might even be that end one. Let's go over that real quick. Yeah, it looks like right there. Just sitting there very gently, brushing them back into place. Yeah, this corner's kind of messed up. I'm going to bring it back this way and run down because it's kind of hard to get in that corner. Since this side's pretty nice, it's easy to get a nice line up and pull down through. Maybe do a little wiggle. All right. Look at that. Back in the socket. Got a nice fit. Oh, it's looking good. All right. Let's move on with testing. I'm gonna get you top of my toolbox here. All right. Globe, cool loop, what? I don't really care because it's probably not going to stay in here. I just want to see if we fixed it. This motherboard's not, apparently there's something bad with it, so always blue screened, so buddy got a new motherboard. Let me use this one. It's my crappy test bench. Maybe someday I'll get a real one if I keep making videos or doing stuff like this, helping people out. Using parts for my own computer because I don't have spare RAM. More spare video card. Just put your video card in. Sure. Should be all right, right? Come on. Think she's ready? I think she's ready. I guess need to plug this in. Plug in the video card. By the way, if you ever need to clean off all thermal paste, try to get like 90% above isopropylene alcohol. Works great. All right, let's see what we got here. Sorry, you're not in line. Power button. Power button. I don't have a power button. Let's see what we get here. I don't even know which one these are. I think it's these two. I guessed right. Now this thing doesn't have any displays for postcodes or LEDs, so that sucks. But bingo. Why, thank you very much. Then cry not. Buy yourself some. What do we got here? Look at that. Look at that. We got AMD Ryzen 7 2700X 8 core. How about that? There you goes. There you go, guys. Sorry again. Just wanted to get this good information. You just watched me fix a processor that most people would say is broken, gone for it, never going to be working again. And what we have here is a working processor. Yeah. So I'll try to link that article I had. He went over some other techniques that, in case you don't have, you know, a heat spreader like that, or a thermal paste spreader, or any of these tools. He had some other tools, but like I said, this is the best technique that I've found. And look at that. I mean, we didn't really cut anything. There's no video cutting. I mean, this is all right here. And last, I don't know how long this took, but please don't hit that subscribe button. Like it if you want. I don't really care. I'm not a YouTuber. I just want to get this information out there because I know nobody wants to read, for one. And two, I mean, it didn't help me a year ago, but it helped me today. So, good knowledge. Thank you guys, and good luck.